Today's language of the day is English.
Hi, and welcome to KViC News. I'm Evelyn Valero.
And I'm Jane Valdez.
And together we are your KViC News anchors.
Please stand and recite the pledges, our mission statements, and respect the moment of silence.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to Texas, one state under God, one indivisible.
Recite the empowering statement of the month with me.
I soar into the future as a Falcon Scholar when I am a communicator, balanced and reflective. Recite our school mission statement with me.
The mission of Victor Fields is to develop caring, lifelong learners who will become productive citizens in a global society through inquiry-based, rigorous instruction.
Please remain standing for a moment of silence and reflection.
Good morning, Falcon Scholars. This is Evelyn Valero with a few words of wisdom in a new segment we're calling Something to Think About. This week we are thinking about veterans. Wednesday, November 11th is Veterans Day, a day when we show respect to those who have served in the American Armed Services. That's the United States Navy, Army, Air Force, Marine Corps, or maybe the National Guard or Coast Guard. So do you know someone who has served in the American Armed Services? A parent, other relative, teacher, or neighbor? Now is a great time to thank them for their service to our nation. You might ask them where they served and for how long. How did their time in the armed services affect them? What was good about their time in the armed services? What did they learn from it? On this Veterans Day, remember this. Honoring a veteran on Veterans Day can mean simply a sincere thank you or a hug, one human being to another. With something to think about, this is Evelyn Valero for KViC News.
You probably know that every year on November 11th, Americans celebrate Veterans Day to honor the millions of men and women who have served or are serving in the nation's armed forces. But bet you didn't know the whole story behind the holiday. For starters, it wasn't originally called Veterans Day, but Armistice Day, to commemorate the truce signed between the Allies and Germany in World War I on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month of 1918. The first Armistice Day in the U.S. was celebrated on November 11th, 1919. All business was suspended for 2 minutes starting at 11 a.m., and parades and public gatherings were held to commemorate the occasion. Later, America also began honoring its unknown soldiers on Armistice Day, a tradition that continues today. At 11 a.m. every Veterans Day, a color guard ceremony represents all branches of the military at the Tomb of the Unknowns in Arlington National Cemetery. In 1954, the name was changed to Veterans Day, following a national campaign to have the day honor all veterans, not just those who served in World War I. And did you know, for 7 years, Veterans Day was actually celebrated in October? In 1968, Congress moved Veterans Day to the fourth Monday in October so that government employees could enjoy a long weekend. But in 1975, President Gerald Ford returned Veterans Day to November 11th due to the historical significance. And that's where it sits on the calendar today. And do you know the difference between Memorial Day and Veterans Day? Both of them honor those men and women who have served in the military, but Memorial Day honors America's war dead, while Veterans Day honors all American veterans, living and dead. The U.S. Census Bureau estimates that there are currently over 21 million living military veterans in the United States. More than 16 million of these served during times of war, while 5.5 million served during peacetime only. So this Veterans Day, don't forget to say thanks to some of the millions of men and women who have served our country.
Mark your calendars. It's time for this week's events.
2015-2016 yearbooks are on sale. They will be $22. See Mrs. Naranjo in the library to order your copy.
Great.
In choir news, we will be having rehearsal this Wednesday and starting our holiday music for our Christmas caroling. We will not be having choir this Friday, though. Friday's choir is canceled. Buy your Vipers tickets from any Falcon Choir student today. So far, we've sold 11 tickets, and that means we only have about 89 more. Tickets are $15. You can also purchase them from Miss Chavez.
Those are all of the announcements for today. Always remember, Super Falcons, you're braver than you believe, smarter than you think, and stronger than you know. Education is freedom and knowledge is power. For KViC Student News, I'm Evelyn Valero.
And I'm Jane Valdez.
Remember to check us out on YouTube. Our channel is KViC News Fields Elementary. Also check out our latest tweets on Twitter at KViC News. Now tune in to CNN Student News.